These three small habits can make your prostate healthier, reduce nighttime urination, improve your sleep, and restore that natural vitality you used to feel. And trust me, the third habit will completely surprise you with how effective it is. Have you ever had to wake up two, three, or even four times during the night just to go to the bathroom? Nights like that don't just steal your sleep, they leave your body exhausted, your mood irritated, and your energy low for the entire next day. What most men don't realize is that this is not a normal sign of aging. It is a quiet warning from your prostate, a small gland with a powerful influence on your health, energy, and performance. I'm Sofia Carter. For more than 10 years of working with men of all ages, I've seen that most of them were never properly taught how to care for their prostate. They accepted poor sleep, frequent urination, or declining stamina as something inevitable. But the truth is, your body has an incredible ability to recover when it gets the right kind of support. And today, I'm going to share exactly those three simple habits with you. Small changes that can completely transform your quality of life, help you sleep deeply, feel stronger, and regain the natural confidence of a healthy man. To understand why you keep waking up several times at night, we need to start from the real source of the problem, your prostate. This is a small gland located just below the bladder and surrounding the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. Normally, it is only about the size of a walnut, but as you age and your hormone levels begin to change, this gland slowly starts to enlarge. Because it wraps around the urethra like a ring, when it grows bigger, it squeezes the urinary tube, making your urine flow weaker, harder to start, and leaving you with the constant feeling that your bladder is never completely empty. Imagine this. You have a garden hose that used to flow perfectly, but now someone is stepping gently on it. The water still comes out, but it is weaker, stops and starts, and sometimes takes a while before it flows again. That is exactly what happens inside your body when the prostate enlarges. This condition is more common than most men realize. About half of men over the age of 60 already show signs of prostate enlargement, and that number rises to around 70% by age 70. If it is not managed properly, it can do more than just disrupt your sleep. It can drain your energy, affect your sexual health, and slowly take away your confidence in daily life. The sad part is that most men think it is normal. They stay silent, drink less water, or just try to go back to sleep every time they wake up during the night. But your body does not have to live this way. The prostate can recover. Science has shown that by making a few simple changes, you can reduce the pressure on the prostate, improve urine flow, lower inflammation, and help your body find balance again. The real cause is not only age, it also comes from the habits that build up over time, such as eating too much sugar, not moving enough, chronic stress, and hormonal imbalance. Once you understand this mechanism, you will realize that improvement is completely within your control. And before I share the first habit with you, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced waking up multiple times a night to urinate? Or have you tried ways to reduce it but nothing really worked? Share your story in the comments below, because I truly want to know, and I read almost every comment. Now let's start with the first and simplest factor, the one most men overlook, how you drink water each day. Now let's begin with the first habit. This one may seem simple, but it plays a huge role in keeping your prostate healthy. When I talk about smart hydration, many people laugh and say, "Doctor, I already drink water every day." But the real issue is not how much water you drink, it is when you drink it. Your body needs water to flush out waste, regulate temperature, and protect your cells, including the ones in your prostate. When you don't drink enough, your urine becomes concentrated and carries more minerals and toxins. These substances can irritate and inflame the prostate, making it swell and press against the urethra, which causes you to urinate more often, especially at night. But if you drink water at the wrong times, for example, too much in the evening, you are making your bladder work all night. That breaks your sleep into several short, restless segments. The principle is very simple. Drink most of your water in the morning and early afternoon, when your body is most active. After 6 p.m., reduce your intake and only sip small amounts when you feel thirsty. By doing this, you keep your body well hydrated, your prostate gets naturally rinsed during the day, and your bladder can rest at night. Studies show that men who follow this habit can reduce nighttime urination by up to 40% and enjoy much deeper, more restorative sleep. Also, pay attention to the color of your urine. If it is dark yellow, your body needs more water. If it is completely clear, you might be drinking too much. Pale yellow is the ideal balance. Many people think adjusting water intake is a minor detail, but this is actually the foundation for every other improvement. When the prostate is kept in a relaxed, comfortable state, your body responds quickly. You may feel more energetic, sleep better, and notice a lighter, more refreshed feeling in just a few days. So, when do you usually drink water during the day? In the morning, in the evening, or only when you feel thirsty? Share your habit in the comments below. I'm curious to see how many of you are already doing it right. Now let's move to the second habit, one that seems simple but has a much stronger impact on your prostate than most people realize. The second habit I want you to try starting today may sound simple, but it has a powerful impact on your prostate. It is gentle walking after meals. I call it strategic walking because just 10 to 15 minutes of light walking after each main meal helps your body do far more than you might think. Every time you eat, your blood sugar level rises. If you stay seated, that sugar remains in your bloodstream longer and quietly triggers inflammation throughout your body. But when you get up and walk, your muscles immediately start using that sugar as energy, which helps stabilize your blood sugar naturally. A study published in Diabetes Care showed that walking for 15 minutes after each meal is even more effective for blood sugar control than doing one continuous 45-minute walk a day. And here's something many people don't realize: high blood sugar is one of the main causes of chronic inflammation, the silent factor that makes the prostate enlarge over time. When your blood sugar stays stable, overall inflammation decreases, circulation in the pelvic area improves, and your prostate gets a chance to recover more effectively. With this one small habit, you help your body calm inflammation from the inside instead of relying entirely on medication. Walking after meals also helps your digestion, prevents bloating, and reduces fat buildup around the belly, which is directly linked to testosterone levels and hormonal balance in men. You don't need to walk far or fast. One loop around the block, or even walking gently around your home, is enough. What matters is consistency. Your body doesn't need intensity, it needs regular movement. Many of my patients have told me they don't have time to exercise, but when I ask, "Do you have 10 minutes after dinner?" they always say yes, and just a few weeks later, they notice real changes. They sleep better, wake up fewer times at night, and feel more energetic in the morning. So try this tonight. After dinner, don't sit down to watch TV or scroll on your phone right away. Stand up and take a slow walk around your home. Notice how your body begins to thank you within a few days. What about you? After eating, do you usually walk, rest, or go straight back to work? Share your habit in the comments below. I want to know how many of you are giving your body the right kind of movement. And next, we'll talk about the third habit. It is the most unique, the most delicate, and the most important secret to keeping your prostate truly healthy. This third habit might surprise you a little, but it is clearly supported by science and is one of the least discussed topics in men's health consultations. I call it natural prostate cleansing. The prostate is a dynamic biological gland. Its job is to produce part of the seminal fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. During this process, it naturally accumulates dead cells, old fluid, and metabolic waste. If these materials are not released regularly, they can build up, cause blockage, inflammation, swelling, and make the prostate enlarge faster. Fortunately, your body already has a natural way to clean this gland. That mechanism is regular ejaculation. Many men feel uncomfortable talking about this, but the science is very clear. A Harvard University study that followed more than 30,000 men over nearly 20 years found that those who ejaculated around 21 times per month or more had up to a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who did it less often. I know that when some people hear 21 times a month, they may laugh or think it's unrealistic. But in truth, that number isn't high at all when you include both partnered activity and natural self-relief. The key is not the method, but the consistency. Here's how it works. Each time you ejaculate, the prostate releases old fluid, dead cells, and trapped waste materials. Think of it like changing the oil in your car. If you leave the same oil for too long, it thickens, creates residue, and causes the engine to overheat and weaken. The prostate works in a similar way. When it is regularly flushed, the tissue regenerates better, inflammation decreases, and both enlargement and cancer risk are reduced. From a medical perspective, this is a completely natural and necessary physiological reflex. There is nothing shameful about it. Yet, because society avoids the topic, many men live with guilt, confusion, or even embarrassment to mention it to their doctor. I want you to know that talking about sexual health is not wrong. In fact, it shows that you understand your body and that you are taking real responsibility for your well being. If you are in your middle years or older, maintaining a regular ejaculation rhythm can offer major benefits for your prostate, pelvic circulation, and testosterone balance. It can help you sleep more deeply, reduce that heavy pressure in the lower abdomen, and improve confidence and performance in intimacy. Of course, this needs to be balanced with your overall health. If you have heart disease, high blood pressure, or persistent fatigue, it's best to talk with your doctor first for proper guidance. And if you do not have a regular partner, self release is perfectly normal and is also recognized as beneficial for prostate health. I've met many men who changed the way they viewed their bodies after understanding this. Once they began to see sexual health as a natural part of total health, not something to hide or feel ashamed of, everything improved. Their sleep got better, their hormones stabilized, and they genuinely felt younger and more in tune with their bodies. Now, I have a small question for you. Do you find this habit surprising or even a bit crazy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective and start an open conversation about it. What I want you to remember after watching this video is very simple. The prostate is not a problem of aging. It is a reflection of how you care for your body. The three small habits I shared with you today, smart hydration, walking after meals, and natural prostate cleansing, can do far more than just reduce nighttime urination. They can help you sleep deeply, regain your vitality, and bring back the confidence and control over your body that you may have thought were gone. I have met many men who came into my clinic feeling worried, tired, and low on energy, but after just a few weeks of practicing these simple habits, they came back looking completely different. Their eyes were brighter, their posture more confident, and most importantly, they no longer had to wake up in the middle of the night. That tells me something important. Your body has never given up on you. It has only been waiting for you to help it work the way it was designed to. But there is one thing I must emphasize. Never ignore unusual symptoms. If you notice burning during urination, frequent urges, blood in your urine, pain or heaviness in your lower abdomen, discomfort during ejaculation, or a weaker urinary flow, these are not normal signs of aging. These are warning signals from your body. They may indicate inflammation, significant enlargement, or even early stages of prostate cancer. In those cases, do not wait. Go see your doctor as soon as possible. A simple PSA blood test and a digital rectal exam can detect over 90% of serious prostate issues in their earliest stages. When caught early, treatment is almost always successful, but when detection is delayed, treatment becomes more complex, more expensive, and it can deeply affect your quality of life. I understand that many men feel uncomfortable talking about these topics. Some are afraid of the examination, some fear bad news, and others simply think the problem will pass on its own. But the truth is, problems do not disappear because you stay silent. Your body always sends signals before things become serious. Listening early can save you from years of fatigue, anxiety, and decline. I have seen too many men come to the clinic after years of quietly suffering. By the time they finally speak up, what they lose is not just their health, but also their trust in their own body. So please take this as a sincere reminder. When something does not feel right, go get checked. Early action is the strongest form of protection you can give yourself. Your prostate is not something to ignore or be ashamed of. It is an essential part of your male health, and caring for it means caring for your strength, your energy, and your confidence. I want to hear from you. Of the three habits I shared today, which one surprised you the most, or which one will you start with first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read almost every comment, and I truly enjoy seeing stories of positive change from my viewers. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. This is the best way to support my work and help me continue creating science-based content that helps men understand their bodies, restore their natural vitality, and stay strong and confident through the years. Remember to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video on men's health. And if someone comes to mind, maybe your father, your brother, or a friend who might be going through the same problem, send this video to them. Sometimes, one piece of the right information at the right moment can completely change a man's life. I am Sofia Carter, and I believe that when you truly understand your body, you can regain everything, your health, your energy, and your confidence that have always belonged to you.
You'll feel so much better.